Good day, everyone. Alice here from Safi Financial Network. Today is October 13th, 2023. Here is another weekly edition for our analysis. We still in a geopolitical tension in Middle East, Israel and Palestine, and unfortunate for innocent people. And God bless everyone. Here is the S&P 500 weekly chart. And we just touched last week. This is the third touch last week. We are just getting into this breakout demand area, which is 42.31 to 41.31. And this 100 point could be kind of like a pivotal, as we mentioned last week. And if you just follow my even weekly or daily analysis, I just mentioned that this um, this low could be multi-week low for S&P 500. And based on the chart here, this is forming a nice bull flag here, and we should just see this as like a bullish pattern. But right now, we had a rejection from SMA 20 and also this white range bar, which is getting just on this FL, which is a supply area, and a 44, 44.10. That was the area that market reacted nicely, coming down, forming this inverted hammer or shooting a star. I'm not sure if it's gonna have like a follow through for a lower low, but we are in the middle of tension and anything can be possible. But right now, this consolidation still could break out to the upside. So as long as we are crossing over a bull reversal happening here in the stochastic, and also MACD is very, very oversold, as you see here. And also RSI, we are just getting to important support here on a weekly basis. So all in all, when I see this, especially this green bar this week, I should say, we are just forming a base for another rally. And next rally could be just a stretch up to here to 4,400, and any close above this, I should say, trend line, a back test to this area, which is going to be a November, December timeframe, could initiate another rally to the upside. So that's the camp that I'm in, and I'm just kind of like coming with a bullish, kind of like a reading for the market rather than bearish one. But for the bearish case, or for the bear case, if we get below this 41.31, I should say any pullback could be a selling opportunity all the way down to here to 38.67, which is not the case so far. So far, this pivot holds up pretty well, and we should just give the market benefit of doubt. Moving on to daily chart, as I said, 2 days ago, I believe, 3 days ago, I just said a resistance is coming, and fair enough, we had this resistance. Still, we can go 2-3 candles to the downside to 42.58 to 42.90, which is going to be this area, and buyers probably are going to come back again. And if we get above this, which is going to be 43.27 or 43.57, any pullback could be great buying opportunity for the next rally. The possible scenario is going to be we're getting all the way to 44.30. So that's going to be a decisive moment, I believe, for market. Probable scenario is going to be we're going to have a pullback, back test to this pivotal point, and then if we attack another time, I should say that's going to be a breakout level. So which is going to be end of the October, November timeframe. We should see some kind of like this rally all the way back up. But for next week, I should say still we will have 2-3 days downside. Obviously, if we take out this pivotal point, as I said, we are just getting back down to the lower low again, and we will see how it goes with the market. But right now, we are at a very, very interesting situation that weekly chart tells us a buying opportunity. Daily chart tells us a short-term correction is coming, which is going to be 1 day or 2 days or 3 days pullback, and then we can get back to the bullish momentum. Moving on to Nasdaq, let me go to weekly chart here. Here's the weekly chart for Nasdaq. So Nasdaq have a better price action here. So we are kind of like having a 3 consecutive green bar. However, this week we just slightly getting below last week close, And this shooting a star tells me that probable scenario is going to be, we are just getting another time to here, but this is, if this one holds properly, so I should say we may see a nominal lower low at the worst case scenario. But if we get back above this and even above a 15,000 again, 281, I should say 15,300 in a daily and weekly basis is an important pivotal point for bulls and bears. If we get close above this, we should see any pullback could be a buying opportunity. But if we get below this, which is going to be 14,200, if we get below this and hold below this, so any sell, any kind of like a rally could be a selling opportunity to the downside to 13,500 to 13,900. So this is going to be important level as well for bears, but also it's going to be tons of support there or kind of like a demand area for buyers. But again, I'm just looking for kind of like a small pullback to this area for next week. Take it as like a buying opportunity. Again, we need to follow the market day by day, week by week, and updating our analysis as well. So we are not forecasting. We are kind of like seeing the market, how market is reacting to some certain levels and looking for a good trade setup. Here is the daily chart. We had followed through comparing to Nasdaq, comparing to S&P. This one hit this trend line earlier, and sure enough, we had rejection to the downside yesterday on Thursday and Friday. Today, we just closed this candle below last two, even last three, or should say last four candles to the downside. And we can go all the way down to here to 14,700, 14,800. Then we should see kind of like how buyers are reacting to this level, because this is very, very important level for buyers. So if buyers come back and getting to the bull side, that could be kind of like a nice scenario for buyers to getting to the upside. I should say we can get some buyers or bullish momentum here, somewhere around here, 14,700 area. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to Dow Jones, which was kind of like a better price action today compared to the other one. But let's start with weekly first. Weekly chart, we've seen this nicely rejecting this trend line to the upside. And this week we have followed through. So if you see Dow is outperforming the other one price action wise. And nicely we are forming a confirmation for this trend line and also for this reversal due to this demand area. So right now Dow is on fire to the upside. But here is the thing for Dow. Dow needs to close above 34,100. If it gets close above this, ideally 34,900. So if you get above this, coming back, any pullback could be great buying opportunity. I should say we are going all the way up to double top here, or even getting to the higher high. So just buckle up for Dow, because lots of defensive stocks are doing better today, and Dow can get into a new all-time high. A possible scenario is going to be end of the year. So I'm kind of like a very, very bullish. Lots of stocks in Dow, like a GoldMiners. I mean, like a heavy-duty defensive names, like I should say PepsiCo, McDonald's, and those ones are probably getting back to the bullish momentum. Healthcare, they can get back to the bullish momentum, like United Health, or some energy stocks, Exxon, Chevron, and the other, as I said, heavy defensive, heavy value names can get back to the bullish momentum, and Dow can be beneficiary of that as well. So if you go to a stochastic, we are nicely getting over sold condition, bull reversal in oversold condition. So the last time we got this signal was here, and you see this rally just ended to July. So from March to July, we had nice rally, and this is another time since March we got this signal. And whenever we get this signal in a bullish trend line, you should just take it as like a buying opportunity. That's what I'm talking about based on the weekly chart. But for the daily chart, you should see some kind of like a pullback or corrective move as we just get here to this supply area. So rejected twice, but if it consolidates here, even not going lower. If it consolidates here, we can see some kind of like a movement to here, to 34,400, and even higher to 34,935,000. So we will see how this reacts to this level, but I should say Dow is kind of like a better performer compared to the other one, especially when we are in a geopolitical tension or something like related to the energy, healthcare, and financial system. And moving on to individual names, let's start with yield as usual. So here is the yield. Sorry, this is not yield, this is crude. Here's the yield. So yield at a negative day, not a bad price action. Hold up about 5% this week. Still looking for kind of like um, settlement for yield. So if yield gets above 520, I should say this can rocket into the upside. But I'm not fan of this scenario, to be honest. I'm just in that camp that yield is getting to the end of the bullish cycle. It doesn't mean that yield is going to fall off the cliff, but this is the top information that I see. And when yield is getting below 476 or 450, I should say this one can go all the way down to here to sub 4% again. So this can happen next year or even like starting March or June, but this will eventually happen. TLT Treasury is just getting back to the upside again. So geopolitical tensions seems like everyone is piling money into some safe havens, like Treasuries is going to be one of them. TLT getting back after yesterday, crashing to the downside. Seems like yesterday was just a stop hunting for those ones who are getting to the bear squeeze. So Treasury again getting back to the upside. If it goes above 89.90, can go all the way up to 91 to 93. And we will see how it goes. I'm kind of like in that camp that Treasury nailed the bottom, but I called bottom a couple of times and I was wrong. So I'm not insisting on that call. Gold, marvelous move to the outside. What can I say? 3.22%, $60 per day. That's a phenomenal move for gold. So when we see something like this, probably sellers are gonna come back again to sell to some middle of this candle. I should say this is pretty nice move to the upside. And we should say this demand is working pretty well right now. It's just crushing the trend line, everything. If gold breaks above 1970 or 1937 or 9040, I should say double top or even new all-time high is coming for a probable higher prices. So just keep an eye on this. I'm not going to be seller. I'm not going to be buyer. I've got lots of gold miners, as you know, if you are in my channel. So you know that I'm a fan of gold miners. And I'm kind of like very, very positive on this sector for now. So based on the pattern and based on the movement today, I should say money is piling to the gold. Crude, the same. So crude, it was kind of like a surprising to me. Seems like I thought that crude is just heading down here before the next rally, but crude just due to tensions again escalating, especially this weekend, this can go higher as well. So again, we hope everything is getting resolved in that area. Lots of innocent people, life is in danger, and I don't know what can I say. So, but crude is very, very sensitive to those tensions, and sure enough, we had a nice move. 87 to 90 is going to be the area that crude has a resistance there. So possible scenario is going to be we will see another spike to the upside, but 87 to 90 could be kind of like a reversal area. VIX, 20% upside today, rejection on the top, but still a strong candle to the upside. So VIX seems like is getting ready for another breakout to here. So I'm kind of like, when I see this stuff, I should say VIX can go all the way up to here. And the possible scenario is going to be stock market is coming down Monday and Tuesday. Dixie coming back again. So yesterday, strong candle. Today, follow through. Dixie is on fire right now. But again, it can go to higher highs, special like candle above 107.50 to 108. And then that would be it. So I'm not in that camp that Dixie can go to higher high too much, the upside target is going to be limited. Moving on to technology sector, magma indicator is just coming back down, and we are just getting above this pivot coming down. So we should see some kind of like higher low here forming around 1060, and then we can see if there is a reversal. That should be end of the corrective move. Apple coming down sharply today, just 1%, $1.86 cents to the downside. Pretty nice reacting to this level. Apple can go all the way to 172 to 175, but after that, I'm not sure if it can go below this level. So again, watch the candle every day. Amazon just hit this target, coming back down sharply. No surprises at all. I'm just looking for Amazon around this area as like a buying opportunity. These two levels are for me, for Amazon. Meta, $9.47 to the downside, and coming along with the other names. Microsoft, $3.48, 43 cents down. Just reacting to this trend line, Microsoft can hit 318. I'm not sure if it take out this pivotal point. Google, $1.61 down. Not a bad price action. So still, it's in uptrend. So this is kind of like a corrective move. Netflix getting into this demand area. Doji bar holding up pretty well. So this one can hold up for now. And if market goes down, obviously Netflix can go down to here to 330 to 340, but I'm not sure below that, to be honest. Tesla, $7.75 down. Seems like a lower high is in a case, and if we take out this pivotal point, Tesla can go all the way down to here for kind of like a nominal lower low or even double bottom there. So we'll see how it goes with Tesla. Moving on to semiconductors, which were pretty weak. The whole entire sector was weak. SMH, $3.81 down, ugly. SOX, $13.34 down. So this is kind of like a reacting to this trend line. This one is ugly as well. TSM, $1.96 down. So getting to this wide range bar, coming down, still looking for this pivotal point as a last trend. AMD, $3.70 down. Not a bad price action overall, but this is kind of like the pullback to this area, or this is just a dead cat bounce. I believe that's going to be a pullback, and this is kind of like very, very important bottom there. NVIDIA, $14 downside. So it seems like this head and shoulder is forming. I think so. If it gets below this pivot, which is 400, NVIDIA, lower prices are coming. Texas Instrument, $2.21 to downside. Texas Instrument is absolutely on fire sell right now, so it can go all the way down to here. Lam Research, this one is bearish candle as well, bearish engulfing on the top, getting to this area and then reversing back down. Moving on to the financials, which were pretty volatile today. So good guidance, good result from banks. Started the day very positive. Some of them gapped up nicely, but couldn't hold up that positive momentum and crash to the downside. So right now, XLF is just forming consolidation here. If it goes below this, it's going to be ugly. I think it's going to consolidate here more. KBE, this one is heading down. And possible scenario is we are going to dip down to here to this area. KRE, 81 cents down. JP Morgan, look at the candle, shooting a star. This is the mother of shooting a star here. So this gets to here to this supply area and nicely reacting, getting all the way down to here. And JP Morgan, we can see some kind of like action here, price action, get back to 151, but I'm not sure about that for a short term. So again, just to be careful on that one. Goldman Sachs, 55 cents down. Bank of America, 14 cents down. Wells Fargo, $1.22 up today. So still not a bad price action, but look at that. So it goes to this supply area and coming down. GDX, GoldMiners, just coming along with gold price. It gets up there. So pretty nice price action. We need to get above this to continue for a bull momentum. And a pullback could be a great buying opportunity. Right now, still, we are below this trend line, below this pivot. And we should just keep an eye on this because this can have a reversal to the downside. GDXJ, the same pattern as well. GAEM, the next one, is the same pattern. They're kind of like coming along together. New month. This one is the same as well. So we need to get above this 41.42. We need to get above 41.42, and a pullback could be buying opportunity. Right now, it's just there. Franco-Nevada, $4.49 up. All in all, this sector did an amazing job today, but still they are below their important pivots. Gold Barrick as well, so 60 cents up, not a bad. So Gold Barrick, I believe this is the bottom for long-term multi-weeks or multi-months bottom, but any pullback could be a buying opportunity. I'm just telling you about this because of the monthly chart. Moving on to last sector for today, XLE, which is energy. So $1.93 up today. So this one is not bad. XOP, $3.07 up. Getting to this important pivotal point there. OIH, that's $5.33 up. Exxon, $3.40 up today. So Exxon, not a bad price action, just a spike up. Still below this gap. So it's kind of like a chart is struggling right now. Chevron, $2.83 up. After hours, it goes higher. Chevron needs to get above this pivotal point. Look at this, and we are just building a consolidation choppy here for the next downside move. So we will see how it goes. I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.